Good morning. My name is Willow Dyck Zerbe. One of the beautiful things about my experience studying social sciences at CMU is that there was no one class, paper, or project that stood out as being the most influential. When I first started at CMU, I had a desire to learn and to study as many different subject areas as possible. As I began my studies, I soon realized that the social sciences would allow me to explore the world, and to do so through many different lenses. Through CMU's out-of-town program, I traveled to Guatemala, and as a result of my coursework, I explored the Philippines, Winnipeg's inner city, and Indigenous communities here in Canada. Through these studies, I was shaped by immersing myself in situations that made me feel uncomfortable, and by exploring new ideas that were challenging for me to understand or even accept. I not only explored peace and conflict studies, sociology, cultural studies, international development, and psychology, but also how the act of studying these subject areas can influence people and has impacted me. In the class Introduction to Sociology, I was struck by an idea developed by authors Alan Sears and James Carnes. In their book, A Good Book in Theory, they explain that, quote, "Real learning is not just acquisition, it is transformation. Knowledge is not a thing we pick up, but a way of seeing the world and living our life," unquote. At the end of my first year at CMU, I went on a study tour to the Philippines. This study tour was one way in which theory became a reality for me. Through experiencing the culture and ways of life in the Philippines, I grew to better understand the importance of developing cultural fluency, the benefits of relationship building, and the value of learning through opening myself to experiences that are uncomfortable. In the Philippines, I remember sitting in community centers to hear people's stories of trauma, suffering, and loss as displaced people, and noticing other community members laughing as people share their stories. I remember being shocked at the insensitivity and lack of respect I thought I was seeing and hearing until our instructor explained that in Filipino culture, laughter is a common response in challenging or uncomfortable situations and is a form of coping and healing. It was during situations like this when I felt uncertain and uncomfortable that I found myself learning the most about the world, the way I see the world, and the way the world sees me. I learned that while there is significant value in sitting in a classroom and learning with people who are much like you, knowledge is meant to be taken outside of the classroom and explored with people who might see the world differently. The social sciences are meant to be experienced in the real world with real people in real cultures, where the harsh realities of injustice, mental illness, trauma, poverty, and violence are right in front of us. To return to the quote by Sears and Cairns, learning is transformative. This is one of the most valuable lessons I will take with me from CMU. What has been most significant about my CMU education goes beyond the knowledge I have gleaned. Knowledge is transformative. Here at CMU, I've been encouraged to let myself be shaped by what I learn and to immerse myself in new situations so I may continue to learn and be changed. Thank you to all of the incredible faculty and staff and my family and friends who have supported me along the way.